Hi, my name is Dale. I play drums.
My name's Trevor. Four-string Napoleon Dunn. I play bass.
My name's Buzz. I play in the Melvins.
We're
45 shows counting tonight.
in.
One week left. One solid week.
It's gone by really quick. Like Groundhog's Day every day.
Look, this is not the kind of thing that any band can do. Only a band like us could do this. No
That's
other band
right.
could possibly do it. There's no way.
Please don't try
Way
it.
Not because
too
they
hard
can't,
for you guys.
because
Don't
they
even
won't.
try it.
You're annoying, but it's really not supposed to. And if we worry, will we get to where we want to? Their back are broken and their head against the wall. Their heart are beating, but it's not for very long.
I told him whatever, bitch, and that was
That's
the
right.
end of it.
That was it. You know, George does what George does. And he's not in the record book. So there you go.
We might not be either.
We might not be. You
But
never know.
nonetheless, we're going to have proof that we did ours.
He did 30 shows. 30 shows in a row. And after 31, he had to go home.
His band went home.
Had to go home.
Lungs take a toe rest. Mine like a cinder you make a tolerate races. Don't fight like a penalty.
How long can we do this before we quit? I don't know.
Well, I'm going to keep going. I'm so into it. I'm going on another tour the
No,
next
that's
day.
some pussy-ass tour. It's
But
nothing.
you have a day off to fly there.
Yeah.
Taking up your heels over that whole day.
Nice, relaxing flight, Hawaii to Nashville.
If we can do 51 shows, we could do 151, I believe.
I think we should tour every day for a whole year.
We could do that. That wouldn't be that hard.
4 seasons tour.
The hardest part would be getting all those shows together.
Yeah.
Make sure we're on the East Coast in the wintertime.
Yeah, right.
Right now, we'd still be in Florida.
Summertime in Texas.
You sure we can't play another show in Austin?
Rocket motor running on the street, on a relay. On a relay. On a relay. My name's Buzz. I play in the Melvins. Thank you. Behind me is a guy named Dale. He plays in the Melvins. Across from me is a guy named Trevor Dunn. He plays in the Melvins. Tonight is number 45 in our big tour. Tonight we set a personal record for the most shows we've ever played in a row. And tomorrow night in Oklahoma, we will break this record. And last night we broke the record that we set the night before that. That always gets less hoorays, always. The reason we're doing this is to sell a record. It's right here in the front of Dale's drums. It's called Freak Puke. A record that we recorded with Mr. Trevor Dunn on stand-up bass. And right now, after thanking you all again for coming, thank you again, we would like to play a couple of songs off of Freak Puke that feature Mr. Trevor Dunn!
How did we write the Freak Puke record?
How did we? I don't even remember.
Well, yeah, we started talking about it a while before. We did a tour before any of that music was written with this setup just to check it out. And then these guys wrote some stuff and recorded it, and I showed up and came up with stuff to play over the top of it or behind it. And then we worked on some stuff together, and then I had a couple ideas that I threw out there, and we recorded that. And and we did it all.
Week and a half. We did way more than we actually needed, so some of that stuff will come out later, at some point. Why do we do limited edition records?
Because it's cool. It's classy.
And?
The kids like it.
And
Because we can't sell records anymore.
nobody can sell records anymore.
That's correct. So we make a lot of limited edition records, 7 inches, 12 inches, CDs, all handmade. Mostly handmade by this guy over here. A lot of stuff that AmRep has made as well, artwork-wise, and what else? I don't know.
Well, you have to give people something that they can't download off the internet. And I'm a collector of all sorts of things, so I understand the mentality, you know. And you're never going to be able to please everyone, you know. I would much rather just have it have been stayed the way that it was, but I'm not going to complain about it. It's fine. I'm not a good old days type of person, you know. We're actually going backwards to go forwards. But once again, in that area, we're willing to do a lot more work than most bands are willing to do. So, a lot more. So, I'm willing to go the extra mile. And a lot of that stuff, like, you know, the significance of things like that, or this tour, we're doing a big tour to help promote our record. That stuff just blows by people. They think it's not important, you know, that you do those sorts of things. I beg to differ. I think it is important.
A lot of people complain about being expensive and limited, but what they don't realize is it's already free. The music's already free. If you just want the music, you can go online, look for it, download it someplace from some illegal site, I'm sure, you know, right next to where you get your porn, you know.
Music's always is going to be free from now on. Whether that's good or bad is anybody's guess, you know.
Understand the trouble that I have under all the torture and the sunny day. Story told is still 119.
I've been accused of being hard-nosed when it comes to millionaire rock stars and what they think and how they operate. To me, that's like shooting fish in a barrel, you know. But if you guys want to, the general public or people out there want to apologize for their behavior, who am I to say you're an idiot?
I think if Bono would take one look at the van that we're traveling in, and he would start whining.
No, they wouldn't be able to do it. They've got way too big of a production. You know, they play football stadiums. Why? Why do they play football stadiums? Do they need to play football stadiums? Do they need that much more money? I don't think so. What they
Not
should
about
do.
money.
That's right. It's about having
sounding like crap.
Having a big ass head.
Ego.
Can you say that on TV?
E-G-O. Ego.
It's our street, shining light, going to the devil back. Time to go, take our back. I can catch a glimpse tonight. Think it's on the way, on the road to BBM. I'm drowning your love street. I'm drowning your love street.
Neil Young apparently now is complaining about how bad MP3s sound. I wonder if he complained back in the 70s when all of his records came out on cassette, which also sound like crap. Did he write anything about that then, do you imagine? No.
He
Now
always
he's
complained
just
about
picking on
CDs as well.
MP3s.
So he always complained about CDs and sound quality as well. But, you know, we don't really care what people listen to. You know, the music's the most important part. I listen to MP3s all the time. I'm fine with it, you know.
They're the new cassette. You know, that's what it is.
I'm happy that I can have my whole record collection on one little box that I can take on tour with me, rather than having a giant, huge thing of CDs that I have to decide before I go on tour. What am I going to want to listen
7 or
to
8
for the
CDs
next
max.
52 shows? You know.
And you'd buy stuff along the way.
Right. Exactly.
But people like Neil Young, there's nothing we can learn from him. You know, not a thing. We're talking about a guy who flies in his private jet and literally has somebody do everything for him, and that's the truth. No, don't think he's not. That he's one of these hippies who's it's all well and good as long as it's 5-star hippie stuff. 5-star hippie stuff. What does that mean? You know, that means it's a bunch of bullshit. You know, and we shouldn't listen to people like him. He should concentrate on making good music. And apparently, with the way things have went with him for a long time, he has a hard time even doing that. So I'll be damned if I'm going to listen to him tell me what kind of stereo system or what kind of type of instruments I'm going to listen to his music on. Because I'm not really listening to much of his new music anyway. True? Wrong?
I really like Rust Never Sleeps.
That was a long time ago.
I do. I sure do.
Neil calls him all the time.
Yeah.
He's a young Neil Young.
Yes, I was in a Neil Young video many years ago.
He was a young Neil.
I was young Neil. That's right. My brother's named Neil too, so there's a connection there.
Whoa.
But I mean, it's great that somebody like Neil Young is worried about such things. It just irritates me that they'll try to talk to me about what sort of system I should have, or the normal fans. Most people out there listening to your music, Neil, they're listening to your music with the speakers wired backwards, stoned off their ass. I'm sorry, but you can have some $1 jillion system, but not everybody else has that. And most of them listen to the music in their cars. That's where they hear the most uninterrupted music.
But if it comes to something that you can hold in your hand like this, it sounds amazing, just like it did when you recorded it. Cool, I'm all for it.
But not everybody's going to be able to have that.
No. Unless it becomes a big commercial produced thing.
But even then, you're going to have a system to play it through.
Right.
So you're still going to have something that's relatively decent.
Right.
You can't control it. And another thing that irritates me about that sort of thing is it's like he's pining for some new, like the way it used to be. Like everybody listened to great stuff too. I'm sorry, that's just not wrong. That's just not true. None of that's true.
You'll never be able to hear it like it was in the studio. Never. No matter what. Unless you were there.
Yeah, it's well and good that he does all those sorts of things, but I wish he would worry about something that was a little more important than arguing about the technology. Justin Bieber wanted to do a record with us, we would absolutely do it. There's no question. Why wouldn't we do it?
I'd even let him play drums. He's a pretty good little drummer.
I'd let him play guitar. I'd let him do everything.
Why not?
Why not? And we would even do a record with Neil Young, but he's not knocking on our door. We would totally do it. Wouldn't we?
Of course.
Of course we would.
I'm shooting for Britney Spears myself.
We'd do one with Britney Spears too. Why not?
We would do a record with Britney Spears. There's no question. It's just a record, people. It's just music. Relax.
Well, you know what? It's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen. That's why we can say we'll do it. We will absolutely do it.
We're on board.
And if Neil Young is standing right in front of me, I will apologize for every bad thing I've ever said.
Right. We'll do a record with you two.
Promise
No problem.
I will do it. Promise I will
If George
apologize.
Thurgood wants to come and play on our record, that's no problem at all.
George Thurgood is standing right here. I will apologize to him. There's no doubt about that. I promise. I will apologize for everything I've ever done to anyone as long as they're standing right in front of me. You know what? I'm not going to have to worry about it. So I'll just say from now on, I'm sorry.
For everything?
To everybody.
Sorry for everything.
Sorry
I'm
for
sorry.
everything.
The Melvins are sorry for everything we've
Sorry.
ever done.
Everybody
Really
together.
sorry.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're
Sorry.
sorry. One another time. 1, 2, 3. We're sorry.
Sons of bitches.
Should that be the name of our next record?
We're sorry. Do not pass go. Do not collect any royalties.
We're the Melvins, and you're watching Roxwel.
Enjoy.